top voices from the world's largest retailer, Walmart. I caught up with the CIO of Walmart, Karen Terrell, as well as the CTO of WalmartLabs, Jeremy King. And Krishna, there were really three key news points that came out of that interview. The first being that Walmart is really happy to focus on the cash and carry business, on its wholesale business here in India. Even the recent revised norms as far as FDI and e-commerce is not going to make them change their minds anytime soon, but they have said never say never. But for now, they have confirmed to us that they are not tying up with any e-commerce site. The second one being that, Donald Trump can say what he wants on H-1B visa, but that's not going to affect Walmart in its investment decisions in India or outsourcing. And the third important point being that Walmart is working with a bunch of startups in India and will also look at acquiring some soon. Listen in to this interview.
Walmart is really focused in India and in our own insourced operations and technology on a lot of the innovation around our supply chain, around service to the customer in the digital channel, as well as all of the physical digital capabilities between the store and online. And that is something that has always been very important to us to build and to innovate in. I think the partnerships that we have of Indian service providers here continues to be important in our operations. They too continue to evolve.
Jeremy, a lot of attention around e-commerce in India, and I mean, just last week, Jeff Bezos and Amazon spoke about, what an exciting opportunity that is. How is Walmart going to really leverage that? I mean, when it comes to, FDI in offline retail, that really didn't work to your advantage. But what role are you going to really play in e-commerce, considering, this is one of the world's largest smartphone markets, and that's only going to grow? How are you going to leverage that going forward?
Our strategy in India is really to invest in our cash and carry business that we've had. We have a small internet provider capability there.
Right, you have a B2B portal.
That's right, the B2B capabilities there. The center that we've built here is really to build global capabilities for all of our properties around the world. We have 11 major websites around the world, not to mention the hundreds of store systems that we develop for that. So the center here is really focused on all those pieces of the innovation chain, not just the local market.
Any reason why you've decided to really stay away from, the B2C marketplace and only focus on B2B?
So I think we follow the country in their FDI and the way that they think about foreign investment. Technology is obviously going very fast in China, very fast in the developed markets of the UK and the US. We're seeing the same thing here in India, and we constantly watch that market.
Now that the norms have been revised recently.
Yeah, and so we look at what's happening at the country and what's happening with the consumers so that we can serve customers wherever we need to. Obviously, the presence that we have in the developed markets where we are in are incredibly important to us, and that's where we really want to focus the talent that we have at our Global Technology Center in India on.
Right. And in terms of, working with startups here, what's the plan? I mean, Target has an accelerator in Bangalore. Are we going to see something similar from Walmart as well?
Well, WalmartLabs has been here for about 4 years, and while WalmartLabs in the U.S., we've acquired 15 companies over the last 4 years. We have just now been working with some startups. I was at a startup conference in October where we saw a bunch of great innovative companies that have been working on all kinds of solutions, whether it's back-end platform-related capabilities, data science platforms, or retail capabilities. And we're doing some experiments with a few that we're pretty interested in, but nothing that we have decided to do yet.
And
but, yeah.
Will it be a similar strategy where you acquire these startups and then they work for...
Yeah, it could be. We've done a little bit of everything in the U.S. where we've been very interested in a very particular piece of technology and have wanted to acquire that, or we've also been excited about a particular team. And in both cases, we've had some great success in the U.S. and hope we can find some success here in Bangalore.
Right. One issue that everybody, of course, is watching very closely are, the U.S. elections and what impact that's going to have on companies here. I mean, we've heard so many different versions. One day they like H-1B visas, one day they don't. So, as a global company that's, working with companies here, how do you see the coming year really impacting outsourcing or investment decisions, offshore investment decisions, technology? How do you see that impacting your own decision?
So I think politics come and politics go, said the Canadian. But I will tell you, we invest a huge amount in collaborative technology in order for us to work as an integrated global team, whether we're working Bentonville and California, whether we are working California and Bangalore, and using the talent wherever it is, giving them the autonomy and authority to actually develop products. That is the winner strategy.
Finally, just want to get closing comments from you. So, India, will it continue to be a destination for you, for your technology ramp up and technology talent, or eventually will you also look at the new norms and perhaps also see it as a potential big market for you in terms of customers and retail?
Never say never. I would tell you, at every single turn, India has exceeded our expectations. The availability of talent and how fast we have grown here with technical talent. And I think that India, its middle class, its capabilities and its infrastructure continue to surprise. And I think that we just constantly as Walmart keep our eye on that.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.